So, let's say I'm making a shed. To do this, I need 10 planks of wood, 2 pieces of corrugated plastic, and 100 nails. Using a catalytic hammer and saw, I produce a shed with no leftover parts. I measure the mass of all of my materials first of all, and it comes to 200 kilograms. So, what would the total mass of my shed be? The answer is seemingly obvious. It would be 200 kilograms. In chemistry, the conservation of mass is a little less intuitive, but it's still exactly the same. Now let's look at an example. If iron is left exposed to oxygen for a long time, it gets rusty. If the reaction goes to completion, then we can write this as 4Fe plus 3O2 gives 2Fe2O3, or 2Fe plus 3 over 2O2 gives 2Fe2O3, but for now let's just use the first one because the numbers are much easier to use. The conservation of mass can tell us a lot of stuff about this rust. So if we have a kilogram of rust left behind, then we must have had a total of 1 kilogram of reactants, so that's both the iron and the oxygen. To find out more detail, the maths get a little more fiddly, but it's still quite simple. The equation tells us the mole ratio. Now, if we want to know how much oxygen reacted to make the rust, then we need to use this. The equation tells us quite clearly that for every 2 moles of Fe2O3 made, 3 moles of O2 must have reacted. The O2 to Fe2O3 ratio is 3 to 2. We know that 1 kilogram or 1,000 grams of Fe2O3 was produced in our example. Fe2O3 has a relative formula mass of 155 grams. So we can work out that 1,000 grams contains 6.45 moles of iron 3 oxide. And remember, for every 2 moles of this iron oxide produced, 3 moles of oxygen was used. The ratio can then be used to work out that, in this example, 9.675 moles of O2 was used, which works out at around 309.6 grams of oxygen. This can be applied to all sorts of reactions, whether there's multiple reactants, multiple products are made, if a gas is made and escapes the vessel, or if one simple chemical just decomposes. The total mass of the products of a chemical reaction is equal to the total mass of the reaction. This is the principle of conservation of mass. The total mass of the products that you get at the end will always be equal to the total mass of what went in. Mass can't be created or destroyed in the chemical reaction. Even for my shed, let's say I didn't weigh the materials first of all, but I did know my shed weighed 200 kilograms. That each nail was 20 grams on their own. That each of the plastic sheets was 9 kilograms. We can use this to easily work out the mass of one plank. Chemistry sometimes just makes good sense. If you have any questions about anything in the video, if there's anything that's still unclear, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.